Hello. I'll stay in an area which has wind. To some of you who do not know her yet, she is Miss Susan Wojcicki. Former CEO of YouTube. It is with deep sadness that or to know that she passed away 2 weeks ago. Yeah. I will be reading the news from Business Insider telling us about who is she and the cancer she battled against. So Susan Wojcicki, YouTube CEO, for many years, more than 2 decades, died at 56 from a type of lung cancer that is often diagnosed late. We really need to have a check of our lungs, whether we're encountering some things like cells, even a cell that could lead to a deadly one. Susan Wojcicki, a former CEO of YouTube, the former CEO of YouTube, died at 56 from non-small cell lung cancer. It's NSCLC. It accounts for 85% of all lung cancer cases, many of which are diagnosed late. Symptoms like persistent coughing can be confused with other illnesses like bronchitis. If in case you're thinking that you have a bronchitis, hopefully you didn't have, but you need to have a check with your doctor. So continuing, Susan Wojcicki, the former CEO of YouTube, died from lung cancer on Friday. She was 56. August 9, 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Friday. In Facebook post, her husband, Dennis Trooper, said that Wojcicki died after 2 years of living with non-small cell lung cancer, or NSCLC. I'll give you a view of what I'm seeing right now, or what's in front of me, while giving this tribute to a powerful, a wonderful woman that we had in YouTube. Of course, still we are experiencing, or we are enjoying the benefits from her work and all the themes that she had previously. We send our sincerest condolences to the grieving family, and yeah, if you believe in the afterlife, we pray for her peace. According to her husband, a Facebook post 2 weeks ago by Dennis Trooper, it is with profound sadness that I share the news of Susan Wojcicki passing. My beloved wife of 26 years and mother to our 4 children left us today after 2 years of living with non-small cell lung cancer. Thank you for our viewers, and please like. Thank you for that like there. She was not just my best friend and partner in life, but a brilliant mind, a loving mother, and a dear friend to many. Her impact on our life and the world was immeasurable. We are heartbroken, but grateful for the time we had with her. Please keep our family in your thoughts as we navigate this difficult time. She has 5 children. That small. I saw a small girl. Comfort for the family we send, and prayers we are also sending to them. Non-small cell lung cancer is the most common type of lung cancer, accounting for 85% of 230,000 diagnosed lung cancer cases each year, according to Yale Medicine. Non-small cell lung cancer is often diagnosed late. The non-small cell lung cancer was the one detected of Messuson's case. In NSCLC, the cancer cells are larger. That's why it's non-small, according to Cleveland Clinic. Symptoms can include a persistent coughing up blood, chest pain, wheezing, fatigue, appetite loss, and face swelling. Face swelling, huh? Because some non-small cell lung cancer symptoms can resemble other illnesses like bronchitis, making it harder to treat once the cancer has spread to the other parts of the body. In case you are not yet aware, cancer cells can spread to other parts. For example, you have a lung cancer. Starting from the lung, there are cells which can be affected, and because our body is composed of liquids, other solids, mainly the liquids will be transported to other parts of the body, thus allowing these cancer cells to spread once they are not controlled, right? And according to this article and from different medical sources, medical page or publications, it's hard to detect this kind of non-small lung cancer, even though it's bigger than the small lung cancer, right? Small cell lung cancer. It can be detected, but in the later stages already. Smoking is the biggest risk factor. Oh, even if you quit. Imagine if you are also a non-smoker but you are smelling smoke. Even if you are a second-hand smoke, even if you smell the smoke, you're not the one who's smoking. You are also prone to this kind of cancer. That's why it's important that you check in your environment if you are exposed to this. According to Cleveland Clinic, the biggest risk factor for NSCLC is smoking. Oh, that's why. Other risks include exposure to asbestos, metal and mineral dust, air pollution, radon, a type of element, and radiation therapy. Whoa. Some infections and diseases like HIV or AIDS. HIV is human immunodeficiency virus or acquired immunodeficiency disease, and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease also increase risks. Most guidelines are recommend Most guidelines recommend annual NSCLC screening for people ages 50 to 80 with a smoking history of at least 20 pack years who are still smoking or who have quit within the past 15 years. A pack year is the number of packs smoked a day multiplied by the number of years with, with a pack assumed to be 20 cigarettes. So 20 pack years would mean, for instance, a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years or 2 packs a day for 10 years. Oh, yeah. So if you're consuming 1 pack a day, you multiply that by the number of years, that's your pack years of smoking. So if you're consuming 2 packs of cigarette per day, so that would mean 10 for 20 years, that's equivalent of 10 pack years. Yeah. Correction. In August 12, 2024, an earlier version of this story misrepresented the general guidelines for annual NSCLC screenings. The screenings are widely recommended for some people with a smoking history of at least 20 pack years. Oh, so if you're a non-smoker, you are not recommended to have this screening. But of course, if you seem this is important, might do it as well, right? A pack year is calculated not by adding up how many cigarette packs a year someone smokes, but by multiplying the number of packs a day they smoke by the number of years smoking. So that's it. We will also be reading another article aside from the Business Insider. So we have first from CNN, which I opened earlier, but I happened to make first a YouTube thumbnail before I was able to do this live streaming. Sorry if you're hearing that sound. No copyright infringement intended. So Bioparadise Afshar of CNN, updated 5:14 a.m. Saturday, August 10, 2024. Susan Wojcicki attends Cannes Lions Festival in Cannes, France in 2018. That's the photo being shown here. CNN. Former YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, a tech pioneer who was one of Google's earliest employees, has died after living with lung cancer for 2 years. According to her husband, she was 56. It is with profound sadness that I share the news of Susan Wojcicki passing. My beloved wife of 26 years and mother to our 5 children left us today after 2 years of living with non-small cell lung cancer, or NSCLC. Dennis Trooper wrote in a Facebook post, Trooper said Wojcicki was not just my best friend and a partner in life, but a brilliant mind, a loving mother, and a dear friend to many. By the way, guys, before I continue this, I will not be transferring my location since other parts are really hot. You know, this is in the Middle East. This is a portion of Dubai Creek in which I still receive wind, a cooler wind as compared to other areas. So we'll let this cute boat pass before we continue sharing to you the news. So concerning this live streaming, the intention is to give tribute to Miss Susan. Earlier, I did a live streaming using Julie Prada Shares. So that's my account, feature account, professional account. However, it is not yet that growing as compared to Youthful Grace Middle East. So just to reach also more audience and to inform you that we are giving due respect to Susan and her family. Our sincerest condolences for what they are experiencing right now. Susan has been a big part of YouTube, and as I've mentioned earlier in Julie Prado Shares, um, we are waiting for the salary um, for this week's dates, 21st to 26th. The address I mentioned was in California, USA, and by count, I'm still waiting for about, what time is it? 21 to 9. So for almost 9 hours to go. By 26th of August in USA, we are hoping to know whether we will be receiving the salary or we're going to wait again. Yeah. After Google AdSense check our address, which is addressed here already. I also sent them the Emirates ID copy. I should have done this last week, right? But yeah, hopefully they would consider approving the address and send the money to the account I've included since the very first time we are receiving the AdSense a payment. So going back to the story, Chopper, the husband of Miss Susan, said Wojcicki was not just my best friend and partner in life, but a brilliant mind, a loving mother, and a dear friend to many. Her impact on her family and the world was immeasurable. We are heartbroken, but grateful for the time we had with her, Chopper said. Please keep our family in your thoughts as we navigate this difficult time. Wojcicki, who was one of the most prominent women in Silicon Valley, had been involved with YouTube's parent company, Google, from its earliest days, when the two founders worked out of her garage, in California, on a search engine. She later became Google's 16th employee and had worked at the company for nearly 25 years. Wow. It was in her garage in which these two people who were pioneers of Google rented to start this company, Google. Google CEO Sundar Pichai expressed condolences in a post on X or Twitter, formerly Twitter, early Saturday, saying Wojcicki was core to Google's history. Yeah. She was an incredible leader and friend who had a tremendous impact on the world. And I'm one of the countless Googlers who is better for knowing her. We will miss her dearly. Google CEO Sundar Pichai said on X. Wojcicki had served as YouTube CEO for 9 years before announcing last year in a blog post that she would be stepping back. Yeah, so correct. I'm correcting myself. She had been CEO of YouTube for 9 years, but for Google, she worked for 25 years. From her leadership, okay, so reading that again, Wojcicki had served as YouTube CEO for 9 years before announcing last year in a blog post that she would be stepping back from her leadership role to focus on her family, health, and personal projects that she was passionate about, CNN previously reported. She oversaw YouTube during the web's pivotal transition towards social media, but also as online platforms came under increasing scrutiny for spreading misinformation, hate speech, and other harmful content. I'm so proud of everything we've achieved, Wojcicki wrote when announcing she was stepping down in 2023. It's been exhilarating, meaningful, and all-consuming. This is developing story and we will be updated. This is a developing story and will be updated. All the best to the next CEO and once again family, the husband and children of Susan. Thank you, Susan. Let's read from Time magazine. They are mentioning the Facebook post of the husband. Again, no other details of her death were immediately provided, but as mentioned in the former news articles, she experienced non-small cell lung cancer or NSCLC. Shortly after Google co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin incorporated their search engine into a business in 1998, Wojcicki rented the garage of her Menlo Park, California home to them for $1,700 a month. Wojcicki and Troper's 19-year-old son, Marco Troper, died in February at the UC Berkeley campus where he resided as a freshman student. Oh. And then, what else? Why was this mentioned? I'm not sure. So that's all for now, guys. Thank you. From my heart, I sense this. I sense the importance of sharing her story, a bit of her story to you, as she has been a big part of our YouTube journey as well. You know, we are not earning that much in YouTube, but you know, we have spent many times, nights, even being sleep deprived, in just what you call that, getting the the monetization of but it was enjoyable because we are trying to connect with other people around the globe, around the world with kabayans or fellow Filipinos living in other parts of the world as overseas workers. We have met them. We have learned also some of their stories. We've connected with them, and it's a teamwork. It's a teamwork here in YouTube and Google as the head company of YouTube. I am happy that I am part of this, and we're trying to work here with all our heart. And I'm sharing this to my family, especially to my daughter, who I named as Jemima, and now we have another baby girl, Kizia. They are also the contents. They are part of the contents of Youthful Grace Middle East. We are glad that we are being supported by Ryan Doctor TV, who first influenced us into monetizing this channel. But we are really glad for the audience we got, not just because we are feeding our babies the best way possible based on science, research, and the history of humankind, that's breastfeeding. We were known first in our enjoyable times eating together when Jemima was still an infant, and we appreciate good comments and even comments suggesting us to promote more of breastfeeding. And as a mom, I really appreciate those kind words telling how awesome, how wonderful it is that I can do many things for my kids. Of course, I cannot do all of this without the help of people surrounding me. And in my faith as a Christian, as a believer of Christ, I'm also open to the suggestions of people from different religious backgrounds, different culture. And yeah, that's also a good topic, right? What is the history of breastfeeding? Because scientifically I'm focused on, yeah, because my focus is the scientific, the natural, the research based approach on feeding the child, but I haven't yet tackled the history. That would be a good one, as we are also looking at the history of Mrs. Susan, who also helped you to grow, right? For 9 years, and for Google, she stayed for 25 years. That's awesome. Wonderful. She's a woman worthy of admiration. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for the likers that we have. Thank you for those viewers. I'm sorry. I apologize if I disable the comments. Next time I'll try to open it. I just want to have this lesser restriction because this is a serious matter for me, especially if about women empowerment, women who have influenced the world a lot. Yeah, we are not perfect human beings, but we women have this special place in this world that must be seen also by many men, by our society, that we are capable of many things with your support, that we would like to, I for one, would like to contribute in making the world a better place, in making this earth a better place. Because others are referring to the world as something like having negative definitions, but yeah, the world can be better with the help of each one. If we try to be less selfish, if we try to be more open to the needs of others, and if we try to forgive, because others are also trying their best. We have feelings, we have emotions, we have past experiences which can be really hurtful, that we are not open to considering others' feelings as well. But my point is, if we are also trying our best to be kind each day, and to be less of a problem to other people, I believe the world will become a better place. And if families will consider taking care of their children the best way possible, with the help of people around them as well, I do believe that the future of the world will be better, more beautiful, less crimes, lesser crimes when can be eradicated, safety of women, safety of men will be found anywhere, and humanity will be better. We each one can be treated properly. We can know ourselves more and do more based on how we are wired in our genes. Our sexuality, our gender will be respected, but basically we will have this connection, spirit to spirit, with one another, sensing this message that I want to help you, I want to make you happy. Let's work it out to have a better place for each one of us. Yeah, even though we came from different races, nationalities, religious backgrounds, I hope discrimination will be eradicated. We can just work with one another because we love because our motivation is love. We want to be happy, and we don't want to disrespect anyone, whether whether that person is a man or a woman. Everyone can be heard, the needs of everyone can be addressed. So that's all for now. I believe I've mentioned a lot, but those are parts of what I want to share with you all through this channel. We are trying to do our best. We are not lazy. There are times that we are not able to use all the parts of our brains, which actually can do more than what we are um, currently experiencing, or currently we are able to do things, right? But yeah, there are so many things which are surprising. Like, yeah, we can do greater heights, we can do greater things, reaching greater heights if we work together to achieve something. That's my point. Yeah, if we can just help one another, then we can achieve better things. Okay, back. So going back to what I'm telling, if we are taking care of our home planet, my idea is that's in line in taking care of the people who are living here. Not just the people, but also other creatures. Like in science, we have these 5 kingdoms like Animalia, Plantae, Protista, Monera, what's the other? Bacteria. Monera is bacteria. Protista, Plantae, Fungi. Yeah. So all those creatures coexisting with us will also be a part of yeah, they are part. We are coexisting with them. What I mean is, if our intention is to take care with one another, then goodness will follow. Like, everything will be under control. Everything will be running smoothly. Everything will live by their nature, which are in line to what they are supposed to do, and we will affect others positively, not negatively. So in order for us to live well, we need to treat others well. That includes all the things which are here on earth. Proteins, baby bacteria. Yeah, we're trying to be friendly, and yeah, considering of the identity. Thank you for watching. I will be ending this by saying thank you to Miss Susan, sending my thoughts of comfort for her grieving family and her children, and telling everyone that we can for ourselves and for the people around us. Thank you so much. Bye for now.